at the creation. Psalm 9, praising God for His justice, which is fairly neglected today. He said, I will praise you, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will tell of your marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. When my enemies turn back, they shall fall and perish at your presence. For you have maintained my right cause. You sat on the throne judging in righteousness. You have rebuked the nations. You have destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. And so it's just a meditation on the fact, the psalmist, is that the wicked is going to come to an end. The wickedness is going to come to an end. It's strong, but it's not going to prevail. O enemy, destructions are finished forever, and you have destroyed cities. Even their memory has perished. But the Lord shall endure forever, unlike you. He has prepared His throne for judgment. He shall judge the world in righteousness, and He shall administer judgment for the peoples in uprightness. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble, and those who know your name will put their trust in you, the psalmist says. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Sing praises to the Lord who dwells in Zion. Declare His deeds among the people. When He avenges blood, He remembers them and does not forget the cry of the humble. Have mercy on me, O Lord. Consider my trouble from those who hate me, you who lift me from the gates of death, that I may tell of your praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in your salvation. The nations have sunk down in the pit which they have made, in the net which they hid. Their own foot is caught in it. The Lord is known by the judgment He executes. The wicked is snared by the work of his own hands. Meditation, or Selah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all of the nations that forget God. And notice the result of the wicked and the nations forgetting God. Verse 18, for the needy shall not always be forgotten, and the expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. And so often, the needy and the poor coming out of that oppression of the wicked men in power. Arise, O Lord. Do not let man prevail. Oh, I like that. Arise, O Lord. Do not let man prevail. Let the nations be judged in your sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Excuse me, I'm having a moment with the Lord. Yes. I have to be careful. And I have mellowed over the years. You don't know what I don't say and what I'm capable of. I can't wait. I'm thankful for every day I have in the Lord. I'm thankful to serve Him. I'm thankful to carry His message. I'm thankful to, by the grace of God and the best I know how so far in His work in my life, to love Him with all of my heart, mind, soul, and strength. And I'm learning to love my neighbor as myself. I'm growing in those things. And so I count life as precious in these things, but I cannot wait for man's government to end. I cannot wait. I long for it. I long for all of... when I was young... Oh, the younger people. Oh, brother. I know I'm not going to like what comes next. When I was young, everyone thought they were going to be dead by the time they were 30. They weren't going to make it. Funny, they turned 30 and didn't end it all. Now they're in their 50s and they're doing reunion tours, making a fortune. Funny how, how things can change. But in fact, we'll get to a psalm, not tonight. You're frightened. Got a frightened group in front of me. We won't get to it tonight, but it's a psalm to me. I've entitled it Words. Just simple. David just lays out the words of man and what they are. And then he talks about the words of God. Purified. 7 times. Lays it out. And there's a time in life where you just think that the smartest people in the world are your peers or yourself. And then you hit about 30. And it begins to dawn on you that nobody knows what they're talking about in this world except God. And I tell you, sometimes I have to hold back from the fullness of my fury against the philosophies that have captured so many hearts that I know they are just useless. But it's one of the advantages of growing older is that you cease to be impressed with the wisdom of man, and you're thankful for the wisdom of God and His words. And so that verse again, sorry to draw you into all of this, but he said, put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Now that's a good Selah, something to meditate on. And so what a blessing to have His Word to build our lives on. That's a sure foundation. The storms will come. The winds will blow, those things, but that house will stand. Obedience to His Word.